In September 2018, Nintendo released Nintendo Entertainment System in a collection exclusively to Nintendo Switch Online members. Then in September 2019, Nintendo did the same thing except it was Super Nintendo Entertainment System games. And then in October 2021, Nintendo released two things, an expansion pack to the Nintendo Switch Online and Nintendo 64 games exclusively to the expansion pack members. And not only does the expansion pack come with N64 games, but it also comes with Sega Genesis games, the Animal Crossing New Horizons Happy Home Paradise DLC, the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass, and most recently they added the Splatoon 2 Octo Expansion DLC. And probably more things will be added. So what exactly is next for Nintendo Switch Online? Will things just be added to the expansion pack from now on, or will it continue to be the same for now, including new games coming to the expansion pack N64 collection every month? We'll be talking about all of this in today's video. But before we get into it, consider subscribing and hitting that bell so you can get notified whenever I upload. And now, let's get into it. Like I said, Nintendo released the expansion pack with a lot of things inside. And even with negative reviews, Nintendo still kept it going. And now, literally no one has a problem with it. Okay, maybe a few people still do. But what if other DLCs got in, and even free DLC? Like for example, Nintendo announced earlier that Mario Strikers Battle League would be getting free updates. That could be a part of the expansion pack somehow. And if Splatoon 3 ever gets DLC, put it in the expansion pack. And of course, you can also buy all this stuff by itself. With that being said, we all know that the expansion pack is Nintendo's new thing, so they're going to keep this going until the Switch's lifetime end probably. So they're going to do something else other than DLC to this, and that brings me to my next point, consoles. The only console collections we have right now is NES, SNES, and N64. So Nintendo is obviously going for retro games and classic games, and let's keep that trend going with GameCube games. We're going to go with starter games. So we're going to go based off the N64 games, and let's start with Smash Bros. Melee. We don't have Smash 64 in the N64 collection, and now that I think about it, it's probably not going to happen. Now that it's been months since the collection release, and I feel like it would have already been added by now, so I don't think it's going to happen. And if a GameCube collection gets added, I don't think Melee would get added, because why would you add Smash 2 without Smash 1? Another game I think could be the starter is Kirby Air Ride. I never played Kirby Air Ride, but I watched gameplay and I feel like that game is a good multiplayer game and definitely a good online game for sure. Another game that will definitely be in the collection is Super Mario Sunshine. Okay, now that will definitely be in the collection if it is happening. I also think Luigi's Mansion has a pretty good chance of getting in the starters. It was the first game released for the GameCube. It did really well. Why not? Mario Kart Double Dash will probably be one, and a whole lot more. But what about later games? And we're just gonna go through like a lightning round of games here. Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door, Zelda Wind Waker, F-Zero GX, Super Mario Strikers, Pikmin 1 and 2, Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, Metroid Prime 1 and 2, and a bunch more. Now what about games that probably won't make it into the collection? First of all, Donkey Kong Jungle Beat will definitely not be making it in the collection because you literally need a whole other controller for that. The Mario Parties probably won't be a part of it considering that the N64 Mario Parties aren't in the N64 collection yet, which they can still get in, but still, I just don't think they will get in both collections. And definitely not Mario Party 6 because that game involves a special GameCube mic. Another game that is an almost definite no is the original Animal Crossing. The original Animal Crossing had a different saving mechanic from every other Animal Crossing, and that was on the GameCube memory card. Almost every console back then in the early 2000s had a memory card, and that's what you would use to save things on. For example, Smash Bros. Melee used a memory card to save everything, the characters you unlock, your records, and more. So that's how you would save your island on the OG Animal Crossing. So yeah, unless they update it to where you don't need a memory card, Animal Crossing will probably not be in the collection. But enough of GameCube, and to be honest, let's go on another topic here and say that I don't think Game Boy games will be on the collection by itself. And no, I'm not saying that it's probably going to be a collection, but I feel like it's going to be an add-on to existing collections since it's a handheld and not an actual console. I feel like it won't be as big as the consoles, but still important. It can even be called the mini add-on collection or something. And while we're on the topic of handhelds, what about the DS? The DS has a lot of fun and entertaining games that can keep you on the collection for as long as possible. New Super Mario Bros, Mario Kart DS, Rhythm Heaven, and a whole lot more. I still don't think Animal Crossing Wild World will get in if the collection actually happens, but I will admit that it does have a better chance considering that you don't need a memory card to save, but Still probably won't get in. But back to consoles and back to another totally different topic. I don't think a Wii collection will get in. First of all, we don't have a pointer unless we turn the right Joy-Con around and use the motion sensor. Second of all, not all the games will work unless you have a nunchuck. And I guess you would because you can use two Joy-Cons like Mario 3D All-Stars and Skyward Sword HD. And now for other things we can talk about. If you have Nintendo Switch Online and you have been in the Nintendo Switch Online app on the Switch or the eShop, you would know that you can get special small items for games and even actual games, and they call those special offers. Right now you can get Tetris 99 and Pac-Man 99 for free, and you can get 3000 SP and 30 snacks for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, 100 gem apples for Super Kirby Clash, and a Nook Ink rug, and an in-game Nintendo Switch Lite for Animal Crossing New Horizons. Obviously, other than Animal Crossing and Smash, no one really plays the other games as much anymore, so maybe Nintendo can update it to like recent games like Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Mario Strikers Battle League, Nintendo Switch Sports, and more. And you can get special NES, SNES, and Nintendo 64 controllers, which is still not in stock, and the Sega Genesis controller, or as they call it, the control pad. And if we get a GameCube collection, maybe we can get a GameCube controller. Although probably not because we already have the GameCube Switch controllers for Smash. And probably not a Game Boy or DS controller, but who knows what Nintendo is capable of. And of course we have the phone app. And I will admit the new update to where it changed the design is way better than what it was before. But it still could have more. We only have 3 games in the app: Animal Crossing, Smash Bros, and Splatoon 2. Why? I feel like that app would get used more if it had games that people actually played. And don't get me wrong, those games are very popular on Switch, and if not the most popular, but I feel like Nintendo should use more recent games. And I was thinking about how Splatoon 3 was coming up, and maybe they can do the same thing they did with Splatoon 2 and making another game in the app. It can function the same way the Splatoon 2 app does. It can tell you your stats, what stages are coming up, what summon run is next, what your favorite stage is, and more. Obviously there has to be a difference, otherwise what's the point of making another app just to be the same thing as the other one? And let's also get some new games in the mix. Nintendo Switch Sports can be a good one. In it can tell you what outfits and items are available to get. It can recommend sports that you can play. It can tell you what friends are playing the game so you can invite them. And it can probably do a whole lot more. It has a lot of potential. The classic game collections can have a go at it too. It can tell you what games are available from the start, what games are coming next, and what friends are online so you can invite them to play with you. And now with the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass, you can see the courses that are available and what courses are coming next, which we actually need to know because it's been months since Wave 1. But now let's go into a quick section about Nintendo Direct. If you've been in the Nintendo fandom lately, you would know about this whole Nintendo Direct mess. I'm gonna cash in on this, and also with the theme of this video, I'm gonna hope that something about Nintendo Switch Online is gonna happen. New games, new online only games, new special offers or something. In the last Nintendo Direct back in February, we had the Earthbound games coming to the NES and SNES collections. And now I kind of want something else. Even though people had and still have mixed reactions about the online service, I actually think it's pretty neat. And you know what? You don't see a lot of people rant on the expansion pack as they were in the past. Although there is probably some. But it doesn't just have to be about the expansion pack. Maybe something from the NES and SNES games. Like I said, Earthbound was last time, and that was a long awaited game for the collection. And maybe we can have another long awaited game like Super Mario RPG Legend of the 7 Stars, which I have been secretly, patiently waiting for that. Please, Nintendo. And also maybe a Nintendo Switch Online update for different games, like more online options for Mario Strikers Battle League, because I know that it's not a lot to do in that game, but I still enjoy it either way. But other people doesn't so much, even though they were asking for it for 15 years. And that will be all for this video. Obviously, Nintendo Switch Online has its flaws and its glitches that seriously need to get fixed, but when you think about it, literally half the people that own a Nintendo Switch has it, so... But if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing and hitting that bell so you can get notified whenever I upload. And follow all my socials that are on screen right now, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.